Being an entrepreneur isn't really about starting a business. It's a way of looking at the world, seeing opportunity where others see obstacles, taking risks when others take refuge. Progress is not inevitable. It's up to us to create it. If you don't encounter setbacks in your career, if you don't have doubts and disappointments, let me tell you, you're not dreaming big enough. I do think there are certain times we should infringe on your freedom. Don't be afraid to assert yourself, have confidence in your abilities, and don't let the bastards get you down. I've always respected those who tried to change the world for the better, rather than just complain about it. Life is too short to spend your time avoiding failure. Entrepreneurship is having an idea to do something great and not entirely have a plan on how to do it, but the drive and willpower to make it work. You must first be willing to fail, and you must have the courage to go for it anyway. If someone tells me they skied all day and never fell down, I tell them to find another mountain. I like the theater, dining and chasing women. Let me put it this way, I am a single, straight billionaire in Manhattan. It's like a wet dream. My father, a bookkeeper who never earned more than $11,000 a year in his life, sat there, writing out a $25 check to the NAACP. When I asked him why, he said discrimination against anyone is discrimination against us all. And I never forgot that. Indeed, his philanthropy was a gift, not just to that organization, but to me. Every one of my positions cuts out half the country. I'm pro-choice, I'm pro-gay rights, I'm pro-immigration, I'm against guns, I believe in Darwin. You're entitled to your own opinions, but not your own facts. If you want to know how to solve society's problems, you start out with better public education. There will be ups, there will be downs, there will be sideways. I can just tell you I have been hired, I have been fired, I have been lauded, I have been vilified. I've said some of the most brilliant things that just by accident appeared on my tongue, and I've said some of the dumbest things that you could imagine. But each day, even the day that I knew I was going to be fired, I looked forward to, because I've always believed that tomorrow was going to be the best day of my life. What has changed is that people have stopped working together. I know a con when I see one. I never liked anyone who didn't have a temper. If you don't have a temper, you don't have any passion. The people who are worried about privacy have a legitimate worry. But we live in a complex world where you're going to have a level of security greater than you did back in the olden days, if you will. And our laws and our interpretation of the Constitution, I think, have to change. Buy what's deliverable, not what could be. What chance does a 5'7" billionaire Jew who's divorced really have of becoming president? You can't sit there and worry about everything. You bet I did, and I enjoyed it. You are safer here tonight than you would be on the streets of any other city in the world. After hard work, the biggest determinant is being in the right place at the right time. No place epitomizes the American experience and the American spirit more than New York City. The next day after I got fired, literally the next day, I started a new company. The cold harsh reality is that we have to balance the budget. I am heading straight in. I have earned my place in heaven. It's not even close. I have my own army in the NYPD, which is the 7th biggest army in the world. I don't know why people carry guns. Guns kill people. There is no accountability today. No willingness to focus on big ideas. I know how to make decisions and stand up to the criticism every day. You can't depend on polls. Stubborn isn't a word I would use to describe myself. Pig-headed is more appropriate. What I'm trying to do is to create excitement. So people looking at the Bloomberg's office building say, "My goodness, what's going on here? There's something different about this company." You want the employees to get psyched. And it's a chance to meet each other. My job is to get people to work together. With free food and no offices, even for Bloomberg, this might be considered one of the world's great corporate headquarters. Fighting climate change isn't just an obligation we owe to future generations. It's also an opportunity to improve public health and drive economic growth in the here and now. Nobody wants a job where they don't have authority to go along with the responsibility. Quite the contrary. The more authority you give people, the better people you can attract, and the harder they're going to work, and the more loyal they are going to be. And because no matter who you are, if you believe in yourself and your dream, New York will always be the place for you.